Boom, 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 boom.
Hey, are you ready to do lots of chest bar pull-ups and muscle ups today?
21.4, I think, just went live. We've just watched the full live stream, and it looks like a doozy. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Hope you've got your morning coffee. I'm loving this troop color. The troop print. There's yours. There's yours there. Sorry, I'm just sharing the link. We're just a little bit frazzled. We just got the news. 21.4 is live. Do you want to hit us with what it is?
All right, cool. So for those that didn't see the announcement for 21.3 has just been announced. 15-minute time cap. All right, so what it is your weight is 40-30 for the barbell. All right, it's 15 front squats, 30 toes bar, 15 thrusters, 1 minute rest. Into 15 thrusters, 30 chest bars, 15 thrusters. Yep, and to 1 minute rest. Into 15 front squats, 30 bar muscle ups, 15 thrusters. Time cap of 15 minutes. 21.4 is a 7-minute time cap to achieve your heaviest complex of 1 deadlift, 1 clean, 1 hand clean, 1 jerk. All right, it looks like that you can squat or power clean and hand clean, and you can push or split jerk. All right, so if you finish the workout in 12 minutes 30 for 21.3, you then have 7 minutes to complete your complex. If you cap out at 15 minutes, then you start your complex for 21.4 at that time. And that team is the last day of the open.
So it's the last one of the
for the open,
first bit.
Yeah, and then we've got the quarters happen next week.
Wow.
Yeah, we'll have a few people doing it.
Yeah, are you stoked on those movements?
Yeah, because at the moment there are some people that I've been. My mum is getting a coffee. Hi, Sam.
Yeah. Good morning, Sam.
You can tell that some people, there's going to be a lot of shift in the leaderboard. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
Especially within like the regions. I don't think like the overall world, but within some of the regions that are maybe sitting on the cusp of qualifying the quarters, there's going to be a lot of transferring of people going forward and back. So, those that might be sitting like, say, 300th, but they might not have chest bars or bar muscle ups as efficiently as what they probably would want to, they might get spat out the back. And those that maybe have been sitting a little bit lower might be getting a bit excited because it's gymnastics.
Is it a sprint one?
No, this one will all be about how efficient you are with your movements. That's what it's about. It won't be gassy. Like if you're really good with gymnastics, you should be all right with this. Like for me, I'm already thinking I'll probably go the toaster bar. I'll go 15-15 so I don't kill my grip.
Yeah.
And then the chest bars, I'll probably go in sets of 10, and then the bar muscle ups, I'll go in sets of 5. That's what I'm thinking in my head already.
Boom. Who else is thinking that?
I don't know if I'll finish it though, because I just depends on how the 30 bar muscle ups is pretty.
Yeah.
That's a lot for me.
Yeah, definitely.
And then so we had a look at the qualifying standards for like who goes through. So it's the top 10% from your region. So for us in New Zealand, it's the top 10% in Oceania.
Wow.
So I think you're going to be in the top 800 for the girls, and I think it's roughly about the same for the boys. And then for the age group qualifiers, it's exactly the same again, but it's the top 10% in the world for your age group.
Wow.
Yeah, it's an age group qualifying.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so I think we're going to have quite a few people come through.
Yeah, I reckon we will too.
Yeah.
Everyone's crushing it, by the way.
Yeah, which means we've got 2 more days, 2 more weeks of they have the online qualifiers.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, we'll sort that
Looking forward to Fridays though, right?
Yeah. Well,
anyways,
it's Friday next week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Easter weekend next weekend. Yes. Where is this already like 3 months gone?
Daylight savings in like 3 weeks.
You're just dropping all the bombs today.
Yeah.
No, I hope everyone's had a good week this week. Man, we've been on the recovery. Well, not you. You did 21.2 when you got back. But we've all been mostly on the recovery from the big adventure of 100K Oxfam, Air 2, Taranaki. It was an epic weekend. Honestly, it was pretty. It was a good adventure. Anyone can do it. Let us know in the questions what do you want to know about the hikoi, or is there anything that you want to know what combos we were having? To be honest, it was pretty. most of the way, but we love poles. This has
Poles.
honestly saved the legs and it's been real busy because everyone's going, you got a good time. Well, I don't even know what a good time is. So
Yeah, that is a good
I
time.
honestly
Probably
put
good.
it down to the support crew, Channel, Amber, Bevy. You guys were, and Mum. My mum was there. That was a lull too. That kept everyone in high spirits.
Yeah.
Big shout out to you, Mum, for being there. But no, the support crew, the girls were phenomenal. Like, honestly, I can't even get over the fact that everyone already is supporting the kaupapa, but them as well sacrificing their weekend was like to my heart. It was like we went on this big wild adventure together, and we got to do 100K. Like, what the heck?
Go for a bit of a jaunt.
Bit of a mission. 19 hours together, bro.
Yeah.
Did you want to kill me after?
Nah. You know, I stabbed Autumn a few times.
Yeah, these two were just hilarious. Like, I don't know who Tonto is, but I now know who Tonto is.
Well, that's Autumn.
Yeah,
Tonto.
Exactly. But like, what was your favorite part?
Well, there's so many, but I think I said to you the other day was watching you cross the line, because I know that's something that you've been wanting to do and you've been pushing for. And I think it was at the end of the first lockdown, we were lying downstairs, and you told me just before we did the banter, like, oh, I want to do the Oxfam walk, and I just said to you,
you told everyone on the banter.
I told everyone on the banter, do you go do the Oxfam walk? And then, you know,
I actually found that video.
And then I'm watching you, you know, over the last several weeks, kind of like build up your, you know, because you had a goal and a focus and a timeline. Yeah. That's all what goal setting is, right? Yeah. You have a timeline, you set a goal, and then you develop a plan to succeed in achieving that. And then you did it in the weekend, and like, you know, I think you're the only one that didn't get a blister.
No, I was very lucky. I feel very bad. I feel really bad that I'm not as, I am pretty bad at it, I think, because like you said, everything's like planned out, and I could feel myself in the build up to getting to that task. And so, like, the fact that I found the video of us when you threw me under the bus, I found it last night, and it's literally like, oh, yeah, Mo's doing 100K Oxfam. I hadn't thought of where I would be now. Yeah. And I think that's the part that I'm taking away from it, is that the growth from where I'm looking at myself in that video then and looking at where I am now, man, there's a huge difference.
Yeah, like, and you know, like what it teaches you is that it teaches you it can teach you a lot. Because
absolutely.
Of the discipline and being able to get to it. You know, there are a lot of teams that probably had the idea, oh, we're going to do the Oxfam walk. Oh, we'll do a couple of 5K walks. And you could really see that they suffered as a result. I mean, you know, there are times in the 30-hour mark, right? And all good that they finished. But what it shows is that, the training that you've done, our conditioning and our mindset, and the fact that we did it as a collective. Yeah. Shows that works really well.
I honestly would go to war with you guys. Tama, I'm so proud of you. You held up, and I'm very proud of you for being brave to pull back because you knew you were going to get injured. So, and that's a mind game in itself, when you think that you're letting people down, or when you think, you know, you've started this mission and you can't finish it. Like, the fact that you had to have that conversation with yourself, I'm proud of you. And I've always got you. And yeah, let's smash it next year. Jay, what was something cool that happened to you had not expected as part of this adventure? Oh,
good question. Jay's hitting the bombs today.
Yeah, he is. For me, I think I didn't. It was more than an adventure, and in the crucial moments of, especially when it got into nighttime, I was like looking at you and Autumn, like using my beacons of life right now, and you're relying on me. So I have to, as I can't exert too much energy in the nighttime, because that was our first time going out by ourselves. So it was like, we have to be in the zone here. Me and Autumn both knew we were sore and we were uncomfortable, but there was no complaints of it. It was like, but we've got this, one foot in front of the other. And so moments like that, I think, made this adventure, even in the nighttime, like it was like a game. Like it was like, especially with the torch and it's pitch black, walking through like these big, you know, I was like, bro, look how big these trees are. This BMX track. And I think those moments what were created for me. That's the only way I can explain it without, because I don't have evidence of it. Do you know what I mean? What about you?
It's probably a few things. One is I've fallen in love again with ultras. You know, and it's something that I kind of steered away from a little bit, because when you go back down that rabbit hole of doing ultra stuff, you then kind of like, oh yeah, and I'm an addict to the pain of what it gives me. It
actually is. I think I'm low key addicted to it too.
Yeah, like I really enjoyed being in like suffering.
Yeah.
And I knew that everyone else was suffering.
Yeah.
And so I almost manifest these challenges in my head, and I create scenarios like, like those ladies that were in front of us. And so in my head, I thought, they probably think, we got these yokels. So I'm like in my head going, I'm going to fuck these guys up. And I'm going to go out and I'm going to hunt them.
Yeah, I know, because he was boosting.
Yeah, and I was just like, I'm going gunning for them. And then every time I'd see them, I'd kind of get like low-key angry. And I'd get like, and like you grip the poles a little bit more, a little bit tighter. And then that competition side of it was like, yo, I need to get to it. And then, so that's one of them. The other is that the funny moments, like, when I jumped over the ladder and everyone walked through the other side.
It was like we
at the start as well.
We were like in a paddock, and he's leading from the front, and there's a full step ladder. And
I try to be funny to Autumn.
Autumn just looks at him like, you could just walk around. Yeah, it was one of those moments.
Yeah, it's like someone had cut the fence right next to it, so you didn't actually need the ladder. But I was like, let's go over the ladder. And then so I went over the ladder, and then everyone went around it and meet me on the other side. So,
this human channel, you were a superstar, sis.
Yeah, and going down to Taranaki was like,
it was right, really underrated. Beautiful. It's so underrated.
The drive is underrated.
It's how good was the drive?
The drive was really cool. You guys need to sort your fucking 3G out though. Jeez,
hard. It was hard getting reception out there.
Oh, it was real hard. So we apologize for not being able to be as
active as well, and like.
Just couldn't. There was like no reception, even in town. It was no reception.
It was a mission. But I just want to also say a big thank you to everyone who donated. I actually haven't checked our final number, to be honest. Producer Fee, could you just check how much what up? Big thank you to everyone that sent messages. The video before we went into dark time was crucial.
Yeah.
We were by the end of it like, and then Lucy's video with her face that just was like what I needed, sitter. All the messages from everyone was epic. Big shout out to Carly Smurfette. I want to give you a big squeeze, and I really don't usually feel like giving you a big squeeze, but I really want to give you a big squeeze for what you did on the weekend, putting on the day.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that was unreal. And everyone that came in, my sitter that trained did a class, G, Charlie, Uncle Scott, Levi, Kenny, there's so many people to thank, and I've still got to get around to thanking all of these because I want to do it firsthand. But yeah, so excited. What was our final number coming through?
2,651.
2,651, you beauty. No, that's all because of you. And I honestly, that was the motivation for me to get through that 100K. Like, I was like, people have sacrificed dinner on the table for you, Mo. You fucking make sure you, excuse my language, make sure you cross that line. And sharing it with you in Autumn, I'm so grateful.
And however, when you see us cross the line, you'll notice that I'm actually not in the photo. That's because my drink milk udder fell out just as I crossed the line, so I had to turn around and get it. And so really it's only Autumn and Mo. But watching them cross the line was pretty spectacular. For someone, like, I've done a lot of that sort of stuff before. So when I get to watch someone who's never done something like that cross, like, it's a real sense of achievement. It's really hard to quantify that until you've actually experienced it.
Yeah, it's like it's like a drug. I swear.
It's euphoric, like it is. And you're kind of like, it is.
I
awesome.
Can't explain it.
And then and what I think New Zealanders are really bad at is that we don't celebrate the achievement of what we've done. We usually, and I am inherently bad at this, as I immediately look for the next challenge.
Yeah.
Because I know I was like, I don't want to have that crash of I've done all this training now. Now what have I got? I always look for the next part.
But do you know what? On the back of that, sorry to interrupt you, I'm looking forward to lifting the barbell and training like with everyone again. Like I'm like, it's kind of having that little break away from training that I do love, and then doing all the walking, and then now I'm like, it's not that I'm like looking at the next goal, but I'm like, I kind of am, but I'm like, no, just ease into it.
Yeah.
And then I've been enjoying training. Like class yesterday was epic, and it's we've got to lather up in the moment and appreciate what the hard work we did.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. So and then popping blisters, like after I did 21.2, I didn't pop Fordham's blister. And I was like
you
I probably shouldn't have been using a sharp needle.
You're a beast, bro. Like he bumped out 21.2. How was the body? Because you love that you were already suffering. So was it like an ongoing effect from the weekend?
No. So Sunday I looked like a 900-year-old man. Monday I felt almost pretty much normal. Like my legs weren't sore. My blisters were really sore. And so I taped and popped them, and then I basically did like mobility and kind of that, and I felt pretty good on the Tuesday, but my feet were still raw. So, but what I realized straight away is I had no pop. Right. So, like everything felt slow, and it's just because even though walking, you're still tearing muscle fibers. Your slow twitch muscle fibers are more engaged than your fast twitch. There's things like jumping onto a box aren't as snappy as what they would normally be. So I really struggled as a result. And it was nowhere near like a time that I think is in my
considering you just walked a 100K walk.
But I was like stoked because that wasn't the challenge.
I know.
The challenge for me is great competitors will find ways to motivate themselves. Michael Jordan says it really well. He goes, I will find anything to get me up for a game. And he gives an example of before the start of the final series, and I think it's the 96-97 season against Seattle Supersonics. The coach, which he's a really good friend with and knows really well, was at a restaurant. He was at a restaurant. And the coach got up, saw Michael just walk past him without saying hello. And Michael goes, cool, you just made it personal. I'm going to pick you up. I'm going to bash your team so bad that you're going to cry. and it was just that little thing. And for me, what I did was like, right, everyone's going to think that I'm going to fail in this. So I'm going to go sub 17 and I'm going to prove everyone wrong. No one said that to me, but I had it in my head that that's what they said to me. So that's what I was going for.
And that was the motivation to get you through.
That was motivation. That was what I was
thinking. Was it motivation? Like,
and it was cool. Like, it was a cool workout. Oh, it lit me up, man. Like, Wednesday I was like,
but
then I saw Mary and I was like,
body's feeling good now,
Oh, loose for some bar muscle ups.
Excited.
I'm going to have to do 8 hours of mobility though, just so I can open up a chest.
But you have to though. How's everyone's week been? Well, here we go.
Oh, far up, Paz.
Do prisons have emergency exits?
Yes, they will have to have it, but they'll be locked. It's not, so I don't know, man. It's way too early in the morning to be talking about this, Paz.
Oh, I also just need to thank Jamie Grisham. I wore his shoes for that whole 100Ks. And
maybe I should have bought Hoka shoes because you didn't get blisters.
I honestly think so. Like, they were legendary, and I could feel your white ore getting me crystalline as well. And Doc for letting me use her merino thermals. There were so many people that I called on at the last minute that came through. So always grateful. Shot Mum, you were a legend. Michelle.
Thank you for your mac and cheese.
Yeah, that mac and cheese was on, eh?
So good.
Not bad.
That's probably the best hot food that we had.
You're not bad at all. Oh my God. If you think, and let's say the borders are open, you reckon Chief should go to, what is it?
Las Vegas.
Yeah, Las Vegas for Worlds. Let us know in the comments. Yes, if it is open. No pressure though. I reckon.
I will go.
I would go.
I will go if we don't have to do managed isolation.
Okay.
So, or managed quarantine. Is it managed quarantine or managed isolation? What is it called? MIQ. What's that? Managed quarantine. Managed isolation quarantine. Is that what it stands for?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, as long as I don't have to do MIQ, I will look at going. I'll go see what the qualifying standards are, though.
Look at this one.
I know. I just saw it. Can animals commit suicide?
Can they though?
Producer Fee, go Google it.
Yeah.
Can animals commit suicide?
What? Here we go. World Tough Mudder. Yes, you should go. Boom.
Yes, they can. Yes, animals can.
Any kind of self-destructive behavior displayed by various species.
Wow, that's heavy.
Yeah, don't like bees, like bees, like they can sting themselves.
Yeah.
Little hornets can like stab themselves.
Yeah. Oh, MIQ's totally booked out. Thanks for that update, Karina.
Oh, yeah, that's right. August is when I'm meant to be going. I don't know, November.
I was going to say, what's there?
I know, I've just got Harry coming in.
Oh,
Hazza! Well, hang on,
Hazza.
let's just see. He might have messaged saying, I'm not coming in. No, he hasn't, so he should be here.
He should be here.
So I better get downstairs.
Plans for the weekend?
We have the battle tested combined group tomorrow.
Yeah.
We have the gymnastics workshop. If you haven't signed in, there's 2 spots left. Get in there. Get your gymnastics all sorted with the brother Levi. I'm going to try and see Godzilla versus King Kong. Anyone want to come? No one wants to come with me. I'm going to go and drop the kids off at a school, what do you call it? A kids party that I don't want to go to. Sunday, I'm on dad duty, so God help me. That's what I got on today.
That's your weekend.
That's my weekend. Anyone want to come to the movies? Let me know. DM me. I got my friends. You going to LAB?
I was like, oh, I totally would. But someone needs to go to watch. What is it? Godzilla and King Kong.
Yeah, Godzilla and King Kong. Man, come on. If you're a man, you should be going to that. I think my 5-year-old son wants to go, but I can't take him.
Oh, please. I wonder if it's on Plex.
Oh, Vita, you want to come with me? Yowza. We'll go to the pub afterwards.
Oh, they're going to watch it tonight.
Oh, where's the invite?
To your mate.
Hey, I'm not your friend, am I? I'm just your trading buddy. Thanks, bro. Oi, that's his friend. Is that the code word?
You can buy his drinks and his treats. Shot bin. Someone send pick a number between 250 and 310. We'll wrap this up. My mate.
Oh, look at the channel. I was gonna say.
Oh, this is giggles for the morning. 308.
Oh, good rifle, good round.
Is it?
Yeah.
Does the bullets end on?
That's a 308. So stop. It's I think it's a type of rifle that you can use.
Here, do you want to do it?
308. Okay, Abraham Lincoln. Oh, good man. Okay, and in the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years.
Happy Friday, Banter fam. Thank you for joining us this morning. We will see you Monday. Have a good weekend. Stay safe. Count your blessings. Send in the love. And be kind to yourself. Peace.